this time, I, as party chairman, have the honor of introducing a friend to our community, a congressman since 1982.
83.
He was elected in 82, and has served Tipton County and his entire district well through the entire time of his public service. He doesn't need we all know about our congressman, and he's our friend, and he's tonight our keynote speaker for the 07 Republican Lincoln Day dinner. So without any further ado, let's give a Tipton County warm Republican welcome to Congressman Dan Burton.
I always wonder when everybody stands up to give you a standing ovation if it's because they want to straighten their underwear. You didn't get that on Channel 19, did you? You're absolutely right. Behind every man, there's usually a very good woman. I've been very fortunate in my life. I was married to my wife Barbara for a long, long time. Many of you met her. And when she passed away 5 years ago, I was convinced that I would be single for the rest of my life. And it's very rare, I think, that a man finds two wonderful women in one lifetime. But I want to introduce you to my wife, Dr. Samia, who is really great, and she's made me happy once again. I didn't think it would ever happen. Samia, would you stand up, please? Now that I've said that, I'm going to tell you the real reason. In case I have heart trouble or something in the middle of the night, I can just reach over and say, "Hey, Doc." Let me just tell you that Tipton County is really near and dear to my heart. When I ran for Congress in 1982, I didn't know many people up there. I'd met Charlie Maxey before. Charlie and I were born on the same day in the same year, although he looks a lot younger than I do. But anyhow, I came up here and I met some guy who was very quiet and reserved, and I asked him to help me. His name's Arl Bridge. You know how quiet Arl is. And Arl and I went down to the Jim Dandy and had lunch or dinner, and we talked for a while, and finally he told me he was going to get me elected to Congress. And of course, Arl single-handedly did that. And Arl, I want to just thank you very much for that. He did a great job. But Dick Renee was a big help to me. Margaret, he was a good guy, and we all miss him. Charlie Maxey and Larry Powell, when I was running for office, they decided to do some fundraisers for me, and Charlie fixed breakfast. If you've never had breakfast with Charlie that he made, you just haven't lived. I mean, this guy's a heck of a cook. We had several breakfasts here at the Elks, and Charlie, I love you, buddy, and I still appreciate your cooking. Wasn't bad. You ought to do it again for me sometime.
Don't forget the Hicks.
I'm not going to forget Judy and Paul. Okay, let me get down the list, will you? They're not here now. Where are they living? In Florida? Are they? Will you be sure to tell Judy and Paul I said how, and Larry Powell. I'm sorry Larry's not here tonight, because Larry's a good buddy as well. And I hope his wife's doing well. They told me she's had some health problems. But give her my regards too, will you? I also want to say to Ed Cage, your dad was a good friend of mine, and every time I came up here and had town meetings when he was alive, he always came to the meetings and was a real hoot. I don't know how else to describe him. He was a lot of fun, had a great personality, and everybody liked him. The one thing about him that I always regretted, though, is he knew Babe Ruth. He had met Babe Ruth, and he had an autographed baseball. I had 2 or 3 of them signed by Babe Ruth. And I was always trying to chisel him out of those balls, but I never did get one. So,
I'll find you one, I'll give it.
If you find one, you give it to me. It'll be a keepsake forever. But anyhow, I miss your dad. He was a great guy. Senator Drozda, it's good seeing you again. He does a good job at the State House. As he was saying a while ago, they passed a budget that met with what needed to be done for the state of Indiana, not like what they did in the House. And we could sure use that kind of leadership in the Congress, because the budget the Democrats sent over to us, brought down from the Speaker's chair, is really a budget buster. And I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But anyhow, I just want to tell you, I really appreciate Tipton County. You've been good to me all these years, and I want you to know I never forget you. I really appreciate it.